Well, I got cut off right in the middle of the video. I was almost finished. I was within like a minute of being finished or so, but I really had to make the point that I was trying to make here about the bullying video. And yeah, sorry, I don't have the editing ability to put this in with the other one, so I'm just going to make a second video. What I've found is that if you have enough confidence in who you are, as well as what you believe and what you think, while at the same time being humble enough to realize that you might not be right, that all your beliefs could be incorrect, but at the same time being strong enough to stand up for at least trying to understand it. If you have those characteristics and those qualities, then you cannot be bullied. Now, I'm talking about mental bullying. When it comes to physical bullying, if you're a strong enough person, mentally and physically, you can defend yourself. If you're not physically strong enough to defend yourself from physical abuse, then you need to get away from the relationship you're in. If you're in a situation where you cannot escape, there's not a lot I guess you can do. But if you're watching, say, this video and you're being abused, then I would assume you're in a relationship or somewhere where you're being abused, where you still have access to the internet, so you're obviously not being abused in prison. So if you're not in prison, then you have the right to go anywhere you want. And often it's hard to pick up and leave. People get stuck in abusive situations. And I'm telling you, verbal abuse is just as bad, if not worse sometimes, because people are willing to tolerate it. If you start beating someone down into a pulp with words, they'll start to believe it, and they'll actually believe that they're a lesser person. So knowing who you are and having that strength and that exuding confidence but not arrogance, then people will back off and they won't bully you. If you open yourself up to bullying, even if you have confidence, if you believe certain things very strongly that others don't believe and you vocalize that, then you will get picked on. But it's only bullying if you take it as bullying. If you blow people off, they'll go away. It's just that we want to defend ourselves sometimes, or that one person can make a comment and somebody takes it the totally wrong way. So I think that we all have the ability to fight bullying where we see it. So I guess all I'm saying is that if you're bullied, then get yourself away from the abusive situation. If you're being bullied online, then consider the subject matter of what you're talking about and whether it's even worth it in the end to talk about those things, or if it's something that's that important to you and you're still being bullied. Well, if you feel strongly enough about what you believe, then it shouldn't matter. You should realize that the bullies are just upset for one of their own personal reasons, and it's probably not you. I guess, on the current situation with the election, I know people think I'm crazy because I won't vote for Trump. But other people, I think they're crazy if they do vote for Trump. Doesn't mean that we really think that we're idiots or need to tease each other or bully each other. It's just we have strong beliefs about where we're coming from, and they're all based on many different systems of belief. We're totally screwed either way in this election. I won't even go into that. But we have all these little understandings in our lives that we try to piece together to make the best picture of what we think we want. And often we have totally different visions of what we want for the future. But ultimately, wherever we go as people, as a society, there are a few things that we're going to carry with us. Nations may change, borders may change, but behaviors won't. They're archetypal. And the bully is an archetype that has always existed and hopefully won't always exist. As long as there are people who play the victim role and can be abused and allow themselves to be abused, people will continue to bully them. So I urge everyone to call out bullies wherever you see them. Make sure that if you see someone being harassed on even a message board, the person may say, well, that's not my business. And I would say everything out there is your business. If someone's being bullied, it is your business, online or anywhere. There have been a lot of cases of people seeing someone beating their wife or their kids and not getting involved because, well, that's a family issue. Perhaps, but that's a very tough one for people. Do you get involved if someone is being victimized and they can't defend themselves? Well, that's an individual choice for each different separate incident. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't like bullies, and I really think that I understand that some of the bullies out there bully because they were bullied. I get that. But it's not an excuse. If you're aware that you're bullying someone, I know that it's hard to change behaviors. But just shut your mouth before you go and you pick on someone. Hold back your fists before you get in a fight with someone at a bar because they don't agree with your sports team. You know, there's far too much senseless violence in this world, and some of it can be quelled and controlled by us. We don't need laws and regulations and rules to keep us from hurting one another, but apparently we do for a lot of people. So, I don't like to single out certain types of people and say that they're bad people, because everyone has their ups and downs. But when it comes to the bully, it's a big issue, and I think that we all need to be aware of it and call it out where we see it, but most of all, not be affected by it ourselves. So, peace. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Go bully someone. Go kick someone's ass.